Hello, hello. Welcome back. What's up, guys? We are back. Brian, you will see we've got new forms rocking and rolling. Fingers crossed. Feeling good. Charlie Kimball of Trivia host. I love it, Zach. Good to see you, man. You might have heard. Well, they look sharp. I think we got it all taken care of. But we will see. Guys, let me tell you something. The Indy 500 set is a fun set. Never have I ever been finished with a set so far ahead of time. I think I'm done. I mean, I'm sure I'll change like 5 questions between now and then, but the bones is done of this Indy 500 set. And it's I tell you what I think it's going to do is it's going to challenge the people that are freaks about this stuff, but it's going to give people that aren't freaks a chance because most everything are brand name answers. But there's a lot of brand names. So we'll see. I'm ready to see this thing fly too. If it doesn't fly, we're going to have to get together a little support system for my man Nick, who will have lost all confidence in humans. I can't wait until I see the in-game graphic, Zach. If only people knew how incredible this is going to be. It'd be sold out already. No, we'll do that, Brian, for sure. That's no problem. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Hey, could you hand me a sugar free? No. I'm happy to hear that, and I knew he would, Zach. I just got accused of drinking too much sugar-free Red Bull, guys. I got accused of having too many sugar-free Red Bulls by someone who loves me. Thank you. X-Man, what's up, buddy? It's been a long time. We were worried about you. Let's see if this works. Yes. Come on. Come on, iPad. You guys imagine if that would have happened in game? I got everything all set up and the timer's upside down. This timer's been... Let's clean this timer off. My God. My God. Timer. All right. So let's see. It's 12:08. We got plenty of time. I got time for a funny story here. I'm going to say this, and I want everyone to know I think this is a great, cool story, and I'm not going to name names. But it's someone none of us know anyways, including me. So we're doing this 500 trivia. And we get a lot of emails at Hambones, a lot of emails, a lot of people obviously tell us how much they enjoy it. A lot of people want clarification on things. None of it is annoying ever. And this is no exception. This was definitely not annoying. This is just hilarious. So get an email from a guy that says, so excited that you guys are doing Indy 500 trivia. So excited. My grandfather was in the race 3 times and in the 1970s, and he will be playing. And would you mind asking a question about my grandfather? So the pure breadth and depth of the Indy 500 stuff is just so intimidating to begin with. And we can only ask a very few questions, right? I mean, there's incredible legends that we're struggling to get in because there's only so much. And so I write him back and I say, I looked his grandfather up and I wrote him back and I was like, first of all, incredible that he's playing. Thank you so much for writing. We'll try to incorporate him somehow in the event. But I can't promise you it'll be with a question just because there's such limited real estate for these questions. And we're trying to build it now and da-da-da-da-da. And he wrote back and he was totally understanding. And it would just mean so much if he could even be mentioned. And it's a big part of our family and all of these things that I completely understand. I mean, if my grandfather was in the Indy 500, it'd probably be I would never shut up about it. So it was awesome. But then he wrote back like a couple days later, or maybe it was the same day. I don't remember. And he said, Matt, just in case you do fit him in a question, could you please avoid the incident with Tom Sneva? I mean, I could get more in detail, but then it would give it away. But I laugh really hard every time I think of it because apparently there's one incident that really rocked this guy. Please avoid the 1974. I don't even know what it is. I just made up that year, but Xavier, I hope you're ready, buddy. I hope you're ready. We're ready for you, man. Zach, that's amazing. I hadn't seen it. It's amazing. It's amazing. How many laps in the Indy 500? Chances that someone gets that wrong? I think 0 teams would get that wrong, Nick. In the Indy 500 or in the family game? In the family game, someone would get that wrong. So the last time, oh no, I hosted a game on Sunday. Look at Dan in here, spreading out the cred. Buenos dias. Can't help but notice that I was left off the thank yous there, Dan. I know I wasn't on the call, but I was holding down the fort, hosting a second office trivia for those in other time zones that didn't realize we ran the game at 6:30. It's high praise, Nick. YouTube, let me know we're live on the channel. 13 minutes late, YouTube. All right, what's going on, guys? Anything? Might be a family games as this quarantine gets more normal. Family games are shrinking because people got real schedules, real life, boring work schedules. Doing them on Tuesday and Thursday because I think e-learning is on Monday and Wednesday, at least for a lot of people. I'm about 40 seconds behind, but yes, obviously, thank you, Dan. God, I didn't even have to say anything. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. You're the best, Dan. Dan's the best. Who would play Dan? I think we've already done this. Who would play Dan in the Hambones movie? Yeah, it'll be Hambones Radio Hour. That's right. Here comes Dan right here. Hey, Dan. All right, guys. You know it's an important family game when we got Dan in the chat and on the phone. That hasn't happened on a family game at 12:15 in a month. Well, here's what's going to happen. E-learning on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. Trivia. Oh, all right. Well, good. I'm glad to hear it's a nice break. Here's what I'm committing to, everyone. I am gonna keep my spirits and cheerful, no matter how this experiment with the new forms goes. I got a great feeling, and I'm gonna keep my mouth shut until we are wrapping this thing up. What'd you say? Winner of today's game will get a Yorkie puppy named Dolly, responds to the name Dolly. We will send her with a leash, a crate, 25 chew toys, a harness, and a 20-pound bag of puppy chow. Not the kind of puppy chow you can eat, but the kind of puppy chow your new puppy can eat. The winner of today's game gets a Yorkie. She is less than 3 months old. Likes to poop outside and pee inside. cries like a human. I hope she does. She does. She does. She cries like a human. Also, just an update, a lot of people asking if they could come over and see the sidewalks. Scott Maitland saw the sidewalks last night. If you have any sidewalk questions now, you could also direct those towards Scott, who said, these are actually really nice sidewalks. And I said, Scott, I wouldn't have talked about them if they weren't. I think I've mentioned them before, but we got new sidewalks here on New Jersey Street. Guys, it's 12:18. We're not going to get going for another 12 or 13 minutes or so, but you'll notice that we have new forms ready to rock. Talking to you, Xavier. We got new forms in the description of the video. So, yes. Okay, I will do that. Yeah, that's fine. I'll tell you who would have been a great Dan, rest in peace, is Philip Seymour Hoffman. A young, for the movie. That's high praise. That's high praise. It could be Philip Seymour Hoffman from Boogie Nights. Yeah. Yeah, sure can. Hold on one second. How do I see it? Yeah, it's efficient. All right, hold on. I know. God, these look great. All right. Meehan's both played by Michael Cera is the chat of the day. Chuck Norris. Well, it's a family game, Chuck, and you have is You know what we ought to consider at some point? That's probably not a good idea. Is making every game unlisted. Keep out the riffraff from the chat room. No one in my ear has said anything. No one in the chat room has said anything. I'm starting to think it was a really bad idea. You know how like presidents always have the age progression on their, like when you see what their gray hair looked like before presidency and after. I feel like mine in quarantine would be an interesting age progression and weight progression. I mean, I've always had gray in my hair and eyebrows, but I mean, I feel like I've gotten a lot older in 2 months. Xavier is in the house, just in case anyone was wondering. Xavier is here. Yep, I'm happy to hear you feel that way too, Mike. It makes me feel less alone. Yeah, I agree, Zach. That's true, Zach. I don't look a day over 56. We've got West Wing trivia and pop culture trivia this Friday and Indy 500 trivia this Saturday. West Wing is always my favorite set to write. Always my favorite set to write. And this Indy 500 is shaping up to be an event that you will enjoy even if you're not a huge race fan. No, but we're getting there. It's on my list, but it's not on the top of it. Yes, Scott. Yes, guys. Scott Maitland called Michaelis yesterday for his restoration needs. That is awesome. Pass that on to Danny Bryan. So, guys, we got family games today, and we got a family game Thursday, and we've got. Thanks, Brian. We've got monster games tonight, tomorrow night, and Thursday night. We're trying to figure out the right schedule. We've got to have Monday to work. Our team goal is to have our team name be the answer. Yes. So here's a West Wing story. Scott named his team after the most important round 5 question last time, and so I couldn't give him in the scoreboard update because it would have given away the answer to the theme. It was unbelievable. That was a great night. That was like winter, but it was perfect. West Wing is always amazing. We had the music playing. We had like the Brooklyn Boys Choir, Carol of the Bells. I mean, it was just incredible. Yes. And like CJ's like drooling. Yeah. That's amazing. Austin is in the house. All right, guys. It is 12:29. We're going to get going here in 2 minutes, 3 minutes at the most. I just some housekeeping here before we get going officially. We've got new forms that we are kicking the tires on today. We ask for your patience. We ask for your feedback. I think they look great. We hope they perform as good as they look. Feedback is welcome. The link to those new forms is in the description of this video. The other housekeeping items. This Friday at 6:30, we have the world famous West Wing set. Thank you, Megan. And at 8:30, we have pop culture from 2000 to 2020. That's movies, TV shows, music, sports, news, people that may have made up the 21st century. And then Saturday at 8:30, the main event, the greatest spectacle in trivia. We have Indy 500 with co-host Charlie Kimball. The link to register for all of those is in the description below. And guys, I promise you, it's going to be a great weekend at Hambones. So make sure you're ready. We've got the view only and the answer sheet. Both are new. Can I get a shout out to my daughter Tatum for her 14th birthday today? Tatum, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Tatum. I hope you have a great day. Greatest spectacle in trivia. Yes. Happy birthday, Tatum. All right. So we got a big full week. We've got private events going on everywhere. We've got West Wing trivia and pop culture trivia. But today and Thursday, we have the family game. The family game, which is why we're here today. It is brought to you by Blocks Rock. Blocks Rock is a block-based competition game that is designed to improve your children's STEM skills. Blocks Rock is something my family has played for years. And I know a lot of you have bought these sets, texted me pictures of your kids playing. I cannot tell you how important that is and how much we appreciate it. Blocks Rock, when you go to blocksrock.com and you enter the promo code, all caps, one word, Hambone, you get 10% off your order. I appreciate everyone that has entered that code in. And the game is also brought to you by Michaelis today. Michaelis is a restoration company, and you can ask Scott Maitland, who called Michaelis. They are professionals. They are the Hambones trivia of restoration companies. They do water and fire restoration, everything from the roof to the water in the basement. When it absolutely has to be right, call Michaelis. That's spelled like Michael is. You also ask my mom. They redid her entire first floor. So that's who is sponsoring the games, and we cannot thank our partners enough for keeping this going, keeping this free, and keeping this fun. Guys, it is Tuesday, and it is the first family game of the week from beautiful, sunny, warm springtime Indianapolis, Indiana, broadcasting live in Technicolor from the trivia capital of the world, Hambone's headquarters in Indianapolis, Indiana. Welcome to the family game. This is, yes, I do. This is the moment of truth. Go to the game. It has been unlocked. It is 4 rounds of trivia as always. Round 1, 6 questions, each worth 5 points for a total of 30 points. Here we go. Round 1, question 1. The Star-Spangled Banner is a poem by Francis Scott Key written during the War of 1812, Fort McHenry, Baltimore, Maryland. It has 4 verses. We only know the first. That's the one we sing as the national anthem. What punctuation mark does the first verse end in? Is it a period, question mark, exclamation mark, and an ellipses? Is it a? Those are your choices. What punctuation mark does the first verse end in? Question 2, an actor who played a character on Office now does Honey Nut Cheerios commercials. What character did that actor play on the television show The Office? Is it Dwight, Pam, Stanley, or Oscar? What character did the actor play who now does Honey Nut Cheerio commercials? Question 3. The nickname, the first world's third world Mona Lisa, was given to what? Is it a novel, Mother Teresa, a painting, or a photo in National Geographic? The nickname, the first world's third world Mona Lisa, was given to which of those choices? Question 4. The oldest driver ever to start the Indianapolis 500 has the last name Foyt. What is the last name of the youngest driver ever in the Indianapolis 500? Is it Unzer, Foyt, Andretti, or Rahal? Question 5. As their bordering countries all this adjective, Liechtenstein and Uzbekistan are considered double this. Is it landlocked, isolated, elevated, transcontinental? As their bordering countries are all this adjective, Liechtenstein and Uzbekistan are considered double what? And question 6, it's the final question of round 1, brought to you by Blocks Rock and Michaelis Restoration. It is 277 miles long. It's up to 18 miles wide. It's 6 million years old. And at a given time, temperatures within it can vary by 25 degrees. Your choices are the Great Wall of China, the Great Barrier Reef, the Appalachian Mountains, or the Grand Canyon. That is round 1. You've got 8 minutes. Go, go, go. We got Angie. Yeah. Thanks, Angie. That's good feedback. So those are, yeah, that's good feedback. That's good feedback, Angie. You have made the list, Angie. The guys are raving about the feedback, Angie. Thanks, Chris. Still waiting on Red Bull to call for the sponsorship. They're probably like, why would we sponsor? He's drinking our stuff like he mainlines it. That's right. All right. Perfect, Chris. That's good. Yes. Yes. Five minutes to get your answers in for round one. Guys, it's Tatum's 14th birthday. Happy birthday, Tatum. Yeah, I do too. Or it could also be a drop down of all 50 states. But that wouldn't be that tough. Yeah. How long until we say the official wardrobe creator of Ham Bones is Kohl's? Yeah, exactly, Dan. That is a selective Venn diagram of OG, Zach. Yes, she does. Kohl's Cash. Two minutes and 30 seconds to get your answers in. I don't even know what that means. Two minutes. Scott, I think Nick Meehan's your man, is from what I'm hearing in my oh, that's legit. Scott, you've got it on the Ham Bones directory. I'll make sure that you get that. Yeah, it's Google Sheets. No, I don't know. Dan, I don't know. Your form structure intimidates me. You're dealing with a guy that has stored his unasked trivia questions in draft emails for the better part of a decade. You absolutely are on the directory. No, it hadn't been shared with anybody. It's been created, though. Well, I've got it. I'll just share it with you right now. Yes, Cooper. Oh, Lord. Draft email, Scott. Hey, you know what? And then I just search. It's got good search functionality. Keep in mind, I did this for 7 years, and I never asked any of you ever for an email address or anything, really, other than to just come and have fun and play trivia. So I was running it by Scotch tape and ballpoint pens, all right? I used to write the set down longhand, and I used to create the picture round by printing out pictures, cutting them out, taping them to a piece of paper, and then Xeroxing the paper. So we've come a long way. All right, guys. All right. Yeah, now I have gifts and videos sometimes. All right, here we go. Answers to round 1, Star Spangled Banner. The first verse ends in a punctuation mark. And the last sentence is a question. It ends in a question mark. It ends in a question mark. Not a lot of people know that. An actor who played a character on Office now does Honey Nut Cheerios. The character that actor played, Stanley. Stanley's doing Honey Nut Cheerio commercials. The first world's third world Mona Lisa was the most famous cover ever of National Geographic. The girl from Afghanistan, still living, I believe. Number 4, the oldest driver ever in the history of the Indianapolis 500, A.J. Foyt. The youngest driver ever in the history of the Indianapolis 500, A.J. Foyt the fourth. Foyt, your answer to number 4. If you liked that question, play Saturday at 8:30. I could not be more excited about the set that we've got rocking on that. Number 5, as their bordering countries are all this adjective, Liechtenstein and Uzbekistan are considered double landlocked. They don't border an ocean, sea, gulf, or bay, and any country they border doesn't border an ocean, sea, gulf, or bay. And question 6, 277 miles long, 18 miles wide, 6 million years old, and at any time, temperatures within it can vary from 25 degrees. That is the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon, your answer to number 6. Guys, round 2 is Name That TV Show. 10 pictures, 3 points each. You've got 8 minutes. Go, go, go. Hardest question in round 1, by the way, was the Indy 500 question. Just about a third of you got Foyt. Great multiple choice answers there. They all had a possibility. And if you name that TV show, Tom. Name that TV show. Dan, would you prefer to do a master class on Excel sheets or a TED Talk? Correct. You would be the presenter. I'm not interested in those people. I'm interested in you. TED Talk. Yeah. There. I would go. I'd attend. Nothing like the smell of a fresh pivot table in the morning. Yeah, it's sick that this is I mean, I never would have thought I had intersected with any of this in my life. But here I am. All right, guys. This is a family game. It's a family game, guys. Script editors is a little. I'm just kidding. Was that for me? I couldn't hear it. Say it again. Yeah, it's fine. That behavior leads to VLOOKUPs. Thanks, Zach. I mean, okay, Dan. Guys, you have 2 minutes to get your answers into the picture round 2. Hello. You look springtime. You look springtime. One minute. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. Winner of today's game, by the way, will get a free ticket for you and your team to any of the 3 theme games this weekend: Indy 500, West Wing, or Pop Culture. I like it, Creed. I've been involved in many cartwheel competitions with my brother. I remain undefeated. 5 seconds to get them in, get them in, get them in. Nope. All right, guys. Answers to round 2. It was Name That TV Show. Had a good mix in here. Number 1 was Wonder Years. Number 2, Big Bang Theory. Number 3, Stranger Things. Number 4, Katie and Alexa. Number 5, Daniel Tiger. Number 6, Fuller House. Fuller House. Number 7, High School Musical, the series. Number 8, Family Matters. Number 9, Lassie. And 10, Dennis the Menace. Those are your answers to the TV show. Guys, we have 2 rounds of trivia left. 2 rounds. Let me tell you how they work. Round 3 is what we call the money round. If you're going to win this thing, you're going to do it in round 3. Here's how it works. Every question has more than one answer. Every answer is worth 5 points, and order does not matter at all. So if I ask you what are the 3 colors of the U.S. flag, and you say red, white, and green, that's good for 10 points. Red, white, and blue is good for 15 points. Each component of an answer in this round is worth as much as an entire question was in round 1. This is a big time round. Lots of points on the board. Here we go. Round 3, question 1. Since at least 2013, every year in the United States, according to the American Kennel Club, these have been the 3 most common breeds of dog in the United States. Name the 3 breeds every year since 2013 at least. These have been the top 3 breeds of dog in the United States. Question 2. From the years 1989 to 1999, Disney Animation Studios went through a period known as the Disney Renaissance, in which Disney returned to producing critically and commercially successful animated films that were mostly based on well-known stories. Those movies included 5 movies that had a one-word title. Aladdin, you name the other 4. I'm giving you Aladdin. You name the other 4 single-word titles from Disney Animated Studios, 1989 to 1999. Single-word movie titles. There's 4 of them other than Aladdin. Question 3. Drew Brees and Tom Brady are the active passing leaders in the NFL. Who are the next 3 leaders by passing yards in the NFL? Active. And question 4, it's the final question of the money round. Other than Brazil, by land area, what are the 2 largest countries in South America? One of the 2 has a capital city with exactly as many letters in it as its country has. So if it's a 15-letter country, it's got a 15-letter capital city. You get it. Name the 2 countries other than Brazil that are largest by land area in South America. That's the money round. Go, go, go. Oh, 12 minutes here. Let's do 11. I think you guys got it. 11 minutes. Brought to you by Michaelis. We got a team flying through or what? Oh, yeah, he said he flew through. Active passers. That is correct, Chris. Meaning if they have announced their retirement, they are no longer active. Yeah, he is. We're good. We're good. No. Uh, Hold on. Hold on, Todd. Nick will get right to you, Nick or Dan. All right, guys, you got just about 1 minute to get your answers in for the money round. Get them in. Get them in. So many walkers on these new sidewalks. With the sidewalks come the people. Thanks, Todd. Ten seconds to get them in. 10, 10, 10. All right. Time is up. Time is up. Brought to you by Michaelis. All right, guys. Answers to the money round. Here we go. Since 2013, the 3 most common breeds of dog in the United States. They have swapped order, but all 3 have remained in the top 3 since 2013. That is Labrador Retriever, German Shepherd, and Golden Retriever. Lab, German, and Golden. Your answers to number 1. Number 2, the one-word movie titles other than Aladdin that were part of the 1989 to 99 Disney animation studio Disney Renaissance. They are Pocahontas, Hercules, Mulan, and Tarzan. Pocahontas, Hercules, Mulan, and Tarzan. Your answers to round 2. Question 3, Drew Brees and Tom Brady, the 2 active passing yards leader in the NFL among active quarterbacks. The next 3, Indianapolis Colts' very own Phillip Rivers. Dun, dun. We got Big Ben Roethlisberger and Matt Ryan. Rivers, Roethlisberger, and Ryan, your answers to number 3. And question 4, other than Brazil, the 2 largest countries by land area in South America, you have Argentina and you have Peru, Lima, Peru. Your answers to number 4. All right, guys. As soon as I get the go-ahead, we'll do a scoreboard update. But until then, I'm going to explain to you how round 4 and the rest of the day works. There are 3 final questions. 3 final questions on each of the 3. You wager anywhere from 0 points to 30 points. If you wager 30 on all 3 and you get them all 3 wrong, that's minus 90 points. You get them all 3 right, that's positive 90. Just wager with prudence. Wager with prudence. Nobody wants you to do 30, 30, 30 and get minus 90. That's not fun for anybody. It scares us in the back room. All right. How we looking, boys? All right, guys, we got a scoreboard update for you. First of all, before the scoreboard update, let's thank once again our presenting sponsors, Blocks Rock. You can get 10% off at blocksrock.com using the promo code HAMBONE, all caps, one word. Appreciate very much the people that have bought those games, sent us the pictures, or written Blocks Rock to let them know. Thank you for their sponsorship. Those messages get back to us and cannot tell you how important that is. Also, if you're looking for the best tees and sweatshirts, hoodies in the game, Hambone sweatshirts brought to you by Heather Tees. That link's in the link below. We've got Indy 500 on Saturday, and on Friday we have West Wing and Pop Culture 2000 to 2020 Pop Culture. And last but not least, happy birthday, Tatum. Have a happy 14th birthday. In 15th place with a two-way tie, 92 points, it's the LLWB and the Neal Team 6. In 13th place, a two-way tie with 93 points. It's Miles Away, and it's Little Humps. In 12th place, 94 points. It's OHIO. In 10th place, a two-way tie with 97 points. We have Fams and Big Smooth. 9th place with 104 points. It's Aloha Beaches. Two-way tie for 7th with 107. It's Triviasaurus Rex. And it's Ruby Tuesdays. Two-way tie for 5th with 109. It's Going Viral and Guy Ferry. 4th place, 110 points, Taken Care of Quizness. And 3rd place, 112, tested positive for missing Hambone's family game. Love it. 2nd place, 114. It is Hippopotamus versus Rhinoceros. Hippopotamus versus Rhinoceros. And in the lead with 120 points, no stranger to the podium, the Dan Fan Club. All right, guys. Round 4, 3 questions, 0 through 30 on each of the 3. Here we go. Round 4, question 1. The first one, built in 1893, consisted of 2,200 tons of steel, rose 268 feet, and had 36 cars, each carrying 60 people. What is it? The first one, built in 1893, consisted of 2,200 tons of steel, rose 268 feet, and had 36 cars, each carrying 60 people. Question 2, words regularly censored out of Chinese blogs include minzu, which means this, from the Greek word for people. Words regularly censored out of Chinese blogs include minzu, which means this, from the Greek word for people. And question 3, it's the final question of the Hambones family game, brought to you by Michaelis Restoration and Blocks Rock. The strength of what is measured on the Fujita scale? The strength of what is measured on the Fujita scale? That's your final round. You've got 9 minutes. Go, go, go. Sorry about that. Yes, it went off. I had to get up and change it or tell it to stop. We're playing trivia, Gil. Welcome to it. I don't know why you're looking at me, but if you'd like to play trivia, we play at 12:30 Tuesdays and Thursdays. Hope you come back. Why is this guy saying nothing, and why are we looking at him? We're playing trivia. You came right here in the last round. But welcome to Ham Bones. Hope you play one day. Always interested in how people land on this page. All right, guys, you have 2 minutes to get your final rounds in. I think Gil probably just was a YouTube suggestion. According to commercial, Gil, it's 3. That's a Big Mac, Gil. You should play some trivia. All right, guys, 5 seconds to get your answers in for the final round. Get them in, get them in, get them in. Yeah, stand by, Lauren. We'll do that in just a second. Old Gil needs a sale. All right. Hey, guys, thanks for playing. Thanks for helping us test out the new forms. Great feedback. If you have any other feedback, we are interested. But it's good to be back. The family game will be back on Thursday at 12:30. You know the drill. All right, let me give you the answers to the final round before we go any further. Here we go. Round 4, the first one, built in 1893, consisted of 2,200 tons of steel, rose 268 feet, and had 36 cars, each carrying 60 people. Believe it or not, the correct answer at the Chicago World's Fair, that was a Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel. Question 2, words regularly censored out of Chinese blogs include minzu, which means this, from the Greek word for people. Correct answer, democracy. Democracy. And question 3, final question of the afternoon, the strength of what is measured on the Fujita scale? That one's for you, Xavier. Correct answer, tornadoes. That's the F scale, F5, F4, F3. And so on. Tornadoes are measured on the Fujita scale. Give us just 1 second, guys. We're getting ready for the final scoreboard. Stand by. All right, guys, here is your scoreboard update. In 15th place with 144 points, it's Hippopotamus versus Rhinoceros. 14th place with 150, it's the Wildcats. 13th place, 154, it's OHIO. 12th place, 171, it's Claw Me Maybe. 11th place, 174, it's Jack and Ev. 10th place, 183, Miles Away. Well done, guys. Tie for 8th with 187, it's Fams and Big Smooth. In tie for 6th with 197, it's the Ruby Tuesdays and Aloha Beaches. Two-way tie for 4th with 199, it's Going Viral and Guy Ferry. And in 3rd place and on the podium with 200 points, they've been there before, they will be there again, it is Triviasaurus Rex. In 2nd place with 202 points. Tested positive for missing Hambone's family game. Appreciate the love, guys. And in 1st place with 205 points. And the winner of a Hambone's theme game ticket of your choice with 205 points, it is the Dan Fan Club, the DFC. Well done. Thank you all for playing. Appreciate the patience. Appreciate the feedback. Did we miss a picture? We'll check on that, Scahill. That's the tested positive. It wouldn't. We do. We have a tie for 1st place. We have a tie for 1st place. We have a tie for 1st place after an audit. Sorry about that, Mike. No, we're fine. We got a tie for 1st place. Dan Fan Club, you're in a tie. You're in a tie. Hold on. Megan Hartley wants a tie. Oh, we bet based on points. A little bit more on the second question. All right, guys. I get it. I get it. Yep, thanks. They would have bid more on that. I understand, Rachel. We're fine. Oops. Yeah. They got them all 3 right, and they just didn't wager. Hey, Nick. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it, guys. We'll be back at 8:30. Mike, I'll reach out. I appreciate you being kind about it. Thanks, Angie. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will be back. Adios for now. Thank you.